Hello, Connective. I'm going to try a 3-card spread today with the energy cards, the energy oracle cards. We have the Empath Empowerment deck and the Getting into the Vortex cards. Let's see what we got here. The Thinking Man. We'll put him up here. And we'll go for one out of the Empath Empowerment deck. I really like this deck for us. Ooh, okay, we got, looks like maybe 3 cards. Center yourself. Tame negative thinking. And let yourself receive support. Alright, let's grab one from Getting into the Vortex. Another deck I like. Alright. Oh. What do we get? Our varied behavior adds to the planet's well-being. This card's come out before. So funny. Our propensity to get cards that have come out before. Okay. So, this kind of really looks like self-work. Let's read Center Yourself. It's funny, it's in the center. Okay. Take a few deep breaths to regain your center. Now you can approach life from a more mindful place. The Thinking Man. I mean, these cards, they mean many different things to me. You know, there's like a man holding a heart, woman holding a heart, the thinking man. I think there's like a thinking woman in there. He looks like he's contemplating a crystal, which is a little bit interesting too. Yeah. And let's go for Tame negative thinking. When negative thoughts arise, experience the feelings behind them and then shift to a larger, more compassionate perspective. You know, a lot of times when you're in a situation with someone and you kind of say, you know, that person did this to me, that person did that to me, you know, it's very easy to look at things from your point of view, but sometimes when you really learn later on what that person was going through, it's more understandable the things they did. Sometimes even it doesn't seem like that big of a deal when you see their side of it. Not always. You know, a lot of times when people give you like a bunch of reasons why they do stuff, a lot of times they really don't have a reason. But it's when you don't hear from the person that they probably actually do have a reason, and you just don't realize it. And it may even look like they're just having a good time and, you know, at your expense or whatever's going on. And that's not always the case. Let's do let yourself receive support. It's often easier for empaths to give than to receive. Allow others to support you. Experience the pleasure of their caring energy. You know, the other day I was reminded about how people sometimes can't like receive or accept compliments. And, you know, people really need to learn how to do that, as well as, you know, receive support from people around them. You know, it's not always about what you can do for others. It's also about, you know, how they might be able to help you when you need it. People need support, you know. And when you're working on yourself and you need to be centered and you need to like be in your thoughts, and, you know, you do really need to tame negative thinking. You need to give yourself a break. You need to allow other people to support when needed, because that's important as well. And then, you know, our varied behavior adds to the planet's well-being. You know, let me go ahead and read that one. When you remember that nothing can come into your experience without your vibrational invitation of it, and when you remember that the varied behavior of others adds to the balance and the well-being of your planet, even if they offer behavior that you do not approve of, and that you do not have to participate in the unwanted behavior and will not, unless you give your attention to it, you become more willing to allow others to live as they choose. It's kind of like, you know, watch you, let people watch themselves, just allow. That is kind of what living in a higher vibration means. It's like, you know, letting others be themselves while you're yourself. If everybody could just be themselves, this planet would be such a beautiful place, you know, because everyone would be so uniquely different, even with their similarities, and they would have so much to offer each other just in their differences. So think about that. Think about, as you're working on yourself, to just be gentle with yourself and others. Until we meet again.